can't see that, the other half of that one behind the gutter. But those are essentially 19 inches right now.
Sure.
Okay? If you made them, and those aren't 4x4s, those are actually 1x cased around. But if you made them 4x4s or whatever, what I just did in terms of a layout, because we were talking about trying to have the steps come right off the center, windows, is that if you had this one on the edge of the porch and it was 18 inches wide, because it's going to have to pull out to the front corner, and you used 5'6" in between, then you'd hit an 18 that starts right at this corner, and you'd have an 18 that starts at that corner, and if you have 5'6" in between those, then you have this with just a little rail.
In front of the windows? Do those leave the windows pretty much? Oh, you've got them drawn in.
Yes.
So, okay, it's in front of them, but it doesn't, it's not right in the center.
Right, but this is the same treatment you've got on the side right now, where it comes out a little ways and then there's a short post before the steps.
I understand what you're getting at. You want the two posts 18 inches apart, just like they are.
Well, the issue is
well,
just
that,
right there,
and then try to figure out
the
spacing.
So trying to do it the most attractive way.
We can do a layout where we set find our center where you want your stairs to be.
Which is right in the center.
And then we'll center these posts accordingly where we need.
Well, and all I was trying to do is do one that came up with even spacing all the way across.
We can do that, and we can get it as close as possible. I mean, it should come up pretty even from your drawing.
Yeah, I mean,
it looks like it will.
It was just like, okay, so it does. If you do these as 18s, then it works, and this is where your flex is working toward the center.
Right, you just make that center section.
You mind me asking, what do you do for a living? Can I?
You should see the plans.
I would love to, because I've been doing this 12 years since I quit teaching computer science, and I've had one person do this kind of stuff, and I appreciate it. You can't know how much I appreciate the clarity of this build right now. And right, Charles, the last build, you remember that?
It helps.
Is it? Well, you know, when we get to the last day, we're expecting to collect a check, and on a beautiful building it was, as they were glowing. And I said, you know, what about? Yeah, but then what about, and here we are with exactly what you want to see when we're done. You're an architect, aren't you?
No, no.
No?
Professionally, I'm a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
But I don't practice law. I have run a real estate development company and property management company for 20 years. Yeah. So done some construction, but managed a lot of construction.
Yeah, but your eye for detail is amazing.
And then, actually, now I'm an elected official.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I really do.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. But here again, I mean, that legal background and that precision, because you know the difference in the word warranty and guarantee, and in a couple of letters in the sentences. And
now you had in your initial estimate discussed that you were going to build it on 6x6 piers.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know if RJ had talked to you about it, but we were hoping.
I was going to get there and we looked at the other one.
Okay.
The concrete facade wrap. I think
brick facade.
A brick facade.
Yes,
yeah. What they'd done, I think, is they used either maybe 6x6s, but they used some sort of kind of wooden post.
Sure.
And then maybe they actually built it on a brick pier. I don't know, but it was brick below, and it just looked nice. That kind of is cool.
And that's in wherever that picture is.
You can feel free to email that to me if you would. And one of the shortfalls we have, without honestly having a large call for masonry, is a lack of a mason just dedicated to their craft, like Alonzo does enough for me. I feel like he's in-house, and I would like to try and find a mason that can help with that.
Well, you had one that did some patching.
Okay, then we would defer to your guy without question, and let's talk to him and see what he needs from us to get that, because you know there's a couple things, not many that I'm aware of, to tie into that, so it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I was talking about. So it's clear.
Well, it appears to be a stone pier.
Yeah. Stone meaning what? Cinder block with brick around it?
Yeah. But the facade is going to make it appear that you got a solid brick piers right there when you wrap that 6x6, and you might want that larger.
Yeah, kind of under the white brick.
Because that brick is 2.5.
You can see it though?
Yeah, I could see
2.5 is 5, and 6x6 is 5.5. But that's still going to give you a 10-inch.
You can look at those, or it really doesn't matter. The whole idea was, since the rest of the foundation is brick, and we knew we weren't going to do an entire brick foundation, but it was going to be raised up on something. If it could kind of look like it blended somehow.
Yeah, of course.
Well, it depends on what kind of dog you have sleeping under the porch, too.
Well, there's on this side you can get under it.
That's what I'm saying.
So, you know, now we're just making more space under it.
Wow.
We're talking multiple dogs.
Have you been working inside?
Been
Yeah.
Oh
Can I see?
Yeah, come on in.
Because it's been a while since.
There's a lot.
I know you've been digging stuff.
I'm kind of proud of my